After another until it was mercifully stopped.
That was October 2024, and there is the dark memory for Tim Tszyu. Now we're getting some exchanges. Oh, there's a right hand that sends the blood flicking up on the face of Sebastian Fundora.
Tim Tszyu is a throwback fighter. They both are. Look at this action.
And then Fundora says, "You're gonna hit me in the head, I'm gonna go downstairs, and how about this left uppercut?" He's back to the left hook for Tim Tszyu.
The inside game, this is not the fight with Fedora, but still dangerous.
Tszyu's gonna watch that uppercut there.
Exude heart, passion, and this.
What a rivalry.
Something may be up with the left.
There's the DSI.
It's over. The fight is done. Sebastian Fundora retains his belt in the rematch against Tim Tszyu. And
all right, you guys, so we are going to discuss what happened between Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora and their rematch. This was Tim Tszyu's chance to gain back what he lost in that first fight, to collect what he lost, regardless if it was confidence, who he is as a fighter, his ability to still continue to fight, his hunger to continue in this game. This was his opportunity because he hasn't had much success after his fight with Sebastian Fundora. And as the first round started, you seen who had the confidence, you seen who was ready, who was prepped for this fight physically and mentally, aka Sebastian Fundora. And when Fundora got that knockdown early in that first round, you felt where this fight was headed. You felt who had the momentum on their side, who had the confidence on their side, like I said, aka Sebastian Fundora. And Fundora really showed us that he's evolving into his prime. He's only getting better as a fighter. He's handling those big shots a lot better, even though I still think he has some defense to work on. But Sebastian Fundora is that fighter. He doesn't mind giving one to take one. But I still think he's a little bit vulnerable upstairs. But overall, Sebastian Fundora landing the much cleaner jabs, the more effective punches. His combinations were a lot better. The pressure was definitely on his side. And you seen Tim Tszyu give, a pop here and a pop there and a swing here and a right there. And he was doing what he could, because how do you prep? How do you prepare for someone like Sebastian Fundora? There's no one at 147. There's no one at 154. There's no one at 160 for that height and the type of style that Sebastian Fundora has. He's tall. He's very tall. So I know Sebastian Fundora usually has to fight down all the time. But man, he has the reach, he has the pop, he has the power. He can fight on the back foot, he can fight. He doesn't mind exchanging you with on the inside. He can box, he can brawl, he can fight. Whatever you bring to the table for Sebastian Fundora, he's gonna match that. And like I said, I give huge credit to Tim Tszyu because he was taking those big chances of leaping in and swinging, right? That's what he had to do. I feel like Tim Tszyu could have did a lot more body work, but that's what he had to do. He had to leap in with big shots, big rights, big lefts, straight rights to have success against Sebastian Fundora. And I think having Sebastian Fundora come forward to you and you're on the ropes, you could have some success. And I think cutting off the distance so Sebastian Fundora doesn't have a lot of momentum, bringing his hands back and getting that pop and getting that power, closing the distance on him. But then again, Sebastian Fundora can fight on the inside as well. I think we've seen a lot of growth as a fighter from Sebastian Fundora. He's getting into his prime. He's taking shots better. He has more pop. He's getting stronger. So, and he's only, I think, 27 years of age. So we definitely seen some improvements by Sebastian Fundora, and definitely a more dangerous Sebastian Fundora. But as the rounds started going on in the mid rounds, you started to see Tim Tszyu have some success and the better of the rounds in 6 and 7, in my opinion. Landing bombs on Sebastian Fundora, having the better combinations, having success, throwing Sebastian Fundora a little bit off his game where, Sebastian Fundora might need to adjust in the second half of the fight. And then you seen Tim Tszyu go to his corner once the bell ring, when they're slugging it out against the ropes, and you seen Tim Tszyu turn against those ropes. And I think he might have put his hands on the ropes, not too sure, but he had a moment of, I might not know where I'm at. Do I still want to continue? A little bit of confusion, and then he didn't come out for that 8th round. I guess you can say retired on the stool. But like I said, this was Tim Tszyu's chance to get back what he lost in that first fight. And I think a lot of that was heart. I think a lot of that was confidence, because Tim Tszyu is a great fighter. Now, is Tim Tszyu's career Tim Tszyu just didn't turn out to what we thought he was going to be. He didn't turn out to what they were building him up to. He didn't really live up to his dad, Kostya Tszyu. Where does Tim Tszyu go from here now? Because I still think Tim Tszyu is a great fighter. I still think he shows up to fight. He's a solid. He has heart. He can fight. He can box. He can brawl. He can damn near do it all. He's entertaining. But now is Tim Tszyu just going to be a gatekeeper, and just they're going to throw Tim Tszyu in there just to have a good name on your resume so you can get to that next level? Because after Fundora, he got another chance at the IBF against Bakram Murtazaliev. He fell short, and that was supposed to be his get-back fight for hopefully a unification against Sebastian Fundora in their rematch. And then obviously Sebastian Fundora vacated his WBO, I believe, to Xander Zayas. And then, like I said, it's just all the cards fell apart when it came to Tim Tszyu's career, and I just don't really know where he goes from here, because he fought Sebastian Fundora. I believe the WBO was up for grabs. I mean, I think Tim Tszyu held the WBO, or Sebastian Fundora, correct me if I'm wrong. And then the WBC was up for grabs at the time. And then fell short in another title shot against Bakram Murtazaliev. Had some, he won a fight after that. Don't remember the fighter's name. And then now he lost in this rematch. So I don't know where Tim Tszyu goes from here. Let me know where you think, or a fighter he can match up against. I mean, it's going to be a pretty steep mountain for him to climb back up and get back in the mix at 154. But I do want to see Sebastian Fundora fight Xander Zayas for his WBO. I'm pretty sure he holds a WBO, because Sebastian Fundora vacated that title, and then Xander Zayas was elevated to full champion. So I do still want to see that fight. But let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys think about Tim Tszyu not coming out for the 8th round. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.